it's that time of day again. And I've been thinking I am in an absolutely amazing mood. Now, have I always been like this? Have I always been perky? Have I always been wanting to tell people really great things and tell them how great they are and make them feel better about themselves? No, because you know what? There was a time when I hated who I was. I hated my weight. I waited where I was at. I never felt smart enough. I never felt good enough. And that's because I allow other people to really get into my head. And so I've been listening to lots of music, and you need to do this. You need to find a song that rocks you to your very soul, that puts a smile on your face, puts joy in your heart, puts a dance in your step. And although I can't dance anymore, I'm not gonna lie, there's still songs that make me want to get up like the old 80s, put big hair on, and rock out. So that's what you need to do if that's what makes you happy, because if everything else around you is a mess, there's no love in your heart, there's no love in your life, there's no joy in what you do. You need to find something that gives you joy, because if not, it's going to eat at your very, very soul. And you know why I can say this? Because I worked jobs where I would literally go to work crying, come home crying. I was coming home to a house with a loveless marriage where I absolutely hated who I was with him. I hated who he was, how I felt when I was with him, and I didn't see an end in sight. But I had three amazing and beautiful children that guess what? I was so angry at who I was and where I was that I couldn't even appreciate at the time. And so all those years were taken away from me because I had so much anger in my heart. Well, you know what? I don't have that anymore. And now I have a chance to get it all back. So, was I the best parent I could be? I absolutely wasn't, because I wasn't the best person I could be. I didn't even love me. How could I love someone else with unconditional love when I had no idea what love was? So I stuffed tons of food in my face, went up to 250 pounds. So when you're looking at me and you're thinking, Stacy, how can you possibly know what it's like to be heavy? I weighed 250 pounds. I smoked a pack and a half of cigarettes a day. I drank. I cussed. I hated me. And I wanted to do everything I could to forget about my situation, about my life, and about what I had done to myself. Let's be completely honest. I couldn't even forgive myself because I had made these choices. I had chosen to marry this person. I had chosen to allow that hate and that disdain for not only them, but for myself as well. So, in order to prove how unworthy, how unlikable, how unloved I was, that not even I could love myself, I made my life miserable. So I sat and felt sorry for myself, and I drank and I ate and I smoked and I cussed and I did all of those things because I was miserable. And you know what? I couldn't even be happy or thankful for other people because it was jealousy. Every time something great would happen in their lives, I would think, why did they deserve that? Why didn't I get that? Well, you know why I didn't deserve it? Is because I did nothing good to get it. Seriously. Like to me now, I don't know what Corona did. The feeling like I was among the dead and that I wouldn't make it, or that my MS was getting worse and I was going to be stuck. I just got to thinking, if you're stuck, you got to change this. You know what? This mess, yeah, bad crap happened. It does. It happens to everybody. But you can sit and wallow in it, and you can go back to the way you were, and you can stuff the food in. I can't start smoking because my husband doesn't want to be married to a smoker, and I love him more than I love smoking and being miserable. So smoking isn't an option, but I could do lots of miserable things to myself, and actually did. Like I stopped eating well, stopped really eating at all, went down to like barely over 100 pounds, which if anybody's seen me, although I'm not a very big frame person now, um, I would say 132 is probably my ideal weight, and I went down to probably about 101. So I was literally nothing about skin and bones. I would go days without sleeping. I didn't drink any water. I would have pretty much a cup of coffee all day, and that's it. Um, I would eat out and not take care of myself because really I still didn't love myself enough to really want to be healthy and want to figure this out. And then Corona hit. And then it was like, oh crap, I can't eat. All I want to do is sleep. I may be dying. I mean, seriously, that's the statistics. That's what the media is feeding us is you get corona, there's a really real chance you're going to die. I better get my crap together. Pull yourself up, sister. What is your deal? Why do you not like yourself that much? You've got to get your head right. And then I started writing a list and saying, right from the right from out of the gate, my very first memory. What is it that makes you not like yourself? And stop blaming everybody else, because you know what? I'm a grown ass woman now and I can make the choices in my life, and I surround myself with the people in my life. And I want to be blatantly honest with you. And this may offend some people, but blood does not make family. I'm not sure if you're going to get that, what that means, but I have a lot of people in my life that are blood related, or that I have been blood related. And what I mean by that is through marriage. And I've kept them in my life because I felt obligated, because they're my family. Well, you know what? Unhealthy is unhealthy. And you wouldn't want your child or someone you love being in a relationship with an abusive person because they're married to them, just because they're family. Family doesn't make it okay to be toxic. Family doesn't make it okay to be unhealthy. Family doesn't make it okay to keep yourself in a position of hating yourself and not forgiving yourself and not thinking you're worthy of love. So if you're in a relationship with a family member, whether it be a sister, a brother, a mother, a spouse, a child, if it's unhealthy, sometimes you got to cut those ties and just say to them, I can't do this anymore. I love you, but I cannot do this anymore with you. When you're ready to have a healthy relationship, and here's what I need, and be very clear on your parameters, then come back, because I want you back in my life, but not like this, because I deserve more and you deserve more. And you need to be quite clear with yourself. You deserve more. So if you want to feel that elation, I feel every day, like literally, I wanted to stay in bed and sleep way before Corona. Like I didn't care. I didn't want to wake up. And I even said to my sister-in-law at one point, I said, I think I do these things because I don't want to wake up in the morning, but I'm not the person to commit suicide. I would never do that to my family. I'm not the one that would intentionally do things to myself, but I was. But not treating myself right is kind of intentionally doing it to yourself. So if you're ready for a change and you're ready to start feeling like this, let's take these baby steps together, because I want to tell you where I was, where I am, and where I have every intention of going with this. And if you're interested in doing this, I don't care if you have MS. I don't care what you have. If there is something going on in your life that you want to change because you want to be happy and you want to love yourself enough to say, whoa, I don't want any more crappy relationships. I don't want any more crappy jobs. I don't want a crappy life anymore. I want to live like this. I don't care if you've got no money. You don't have to be unhappy. I'm serious. Like money, it's great, but it ain't everything. Because I can tell you, I've been in the places where I've made quite a bit of money and still hated myself and still hated my surroundings. So if you want everything great to come to you, then I want you to subscribe to this. I want you to click the notification, because I want to help you. I want to help myself. Who am I kidding? I want to feel like this forever. And the more people I can take along with me, the better. Because you know what? We all deserve happiness. And I just want to be a part of your happiness, just like you're going to be part of my happiness. So I want you to have a spectacular day. And will there be postings where not every day is going to be great? You can bet your sweet Bippy there will be, because not every day can be sunshine and roses, because that's not realistic and that's not who I am. I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to tell you where I was. There may be things you want to hear. There may be things you don't want to hear, but I want you with me. So I want you just to have a great day, because today I'm having a great day. Have a good one. Don't forget, subscribe, do the notifications. I will see you soon.